All right, so here's what you got to do. Okay, you're gonna hear Eric's ultimate breakfast hack right now.
Ooh.
All right, this is total fat ass, like in child dreams of breakfast. Okay.
Welcome to the Total Fat Ass Good Friends Good Games podcast. We are episode 48.
Look. Games and getting fat and doing nothing, they all correlate with each other, okay?
You're right.
So here we go. Here's what you do. Take a bowl of ice cream, right? We'll start with something simple. We'll take a vanilla, okay? Take a nice vanilla ice cream. Take Pop-Tarts that you have frozen in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
Pull them out, chop them bad boys up, and you throw it on top of your ice cream.
Interesting. A crunchy surprise.
Yes.
I'm intrigued.
Intriguing.
It's not really a good breakfast meal. Don't do that for breakfast.
Yeah, that is if I decide to have a college diet breakfast.
Okay, look. Wait, why am I getting stopped this immediately?
Frozen Pop-Tarts chunks on my ice cream for breakfast, can of Chef Boyardee for lunch, and pizza pops for dinner. There you go. The ultimate college diet thing.
Just to look at the massive amount of calories and carbs you're going to get in this. If you're fucking borderline eating cheap, this might do you good. See, you get the big tub. You know that 5-gallon tub you used to get for birthday parties and shit? Get that guy, and then you get the grocery store branded Pop-Tarts, and you're eating cheap. Will you have diabetes by the end? Yes. But will you have
diabetes just
cheap?
Hearing about this?
You're what?
I'm getting diabetes just hearing this.
Try it once. Try it once.
Okay.
Diabetes coming up.
Now, I'm not saying put both Pop-Tarts in your damn ice cream. You know, because look at it this way, guys. I know I'm getting judged for this here.
I mean, it's America, though. What was a very big ice cream?
I can see it in your guys' eyes that I'm being judged right now, right? So, look at all the stuff you put on ice cream, right? Like if you have an ice cream sundae or whatever, you have the ice cream, you have the chocolate sundae, you have the peanuts, you have the sprinkles, you have, you know, what else do people put on ice cream? The strawberry sauce, all that kind of crap.
My work does an eat and mess sundae, which is like berries at the bottom, 2 scoops of clotted cream ice cream, 1 strawberry yogurt, and then you've got to put more berry mix on top, squirty cream, meringue, done.
I'm sorry, did you say cotton cream?
Clotted cream.
Oh, what the hell is clotted cream?
It's a spread that is used for scones in the UK.
Huh.
Yeah.
Does it have the consistency of like a whipped cream or something, or a frosting?
I'd say it's more like an icing kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kid Kalen in the chat is judging me right now. So you mean to tell me all that other crap, sugar-wise, that people put on ice cream and a frozen Pop-Tart is the problem?
I just eat my ice cream as is.
I eat my ice cream as is.
You don't put ice cream? You guys don't put anything on your ice cream?
No.
I mean...
Only, I will put chocolate syrup if I just get straight vanilla ice cream.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's it.
Most recently, I put... I did vanilla ice cream with butterscotch spread. It's very nice. It's very sweet, though.
Yeah,
very
that sounds
sweet.
good.
Very nice, yeah.
So, you guys remember I don't know if they still make it anymore, but there's that chocolate syrup where like when you put it over the cold ice cream, it like hardens and gets like...
Yes! I remember that.
I love that, yeah.
Yeah, that stuff was so good, dude.
Yeah, except to like
great.
usually when you do get it, it's from those like ice cream stands where they don't even... where they serve you either pretend ice cream or super soft serve ice cream where you don't really get to enjoy it because it just feels like ice cream air.
Oh, yeah.
Pow showed me the Dippin' Dots not too long ago.
Oh,
and I'm like, they're okay. They're a little weird, but
they're crunchy.
Yeah, they're crunchy. They're not bad.
Yeah, you know what'd be really cool though? You know the Candy Nerds, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Once I tried this, and it was little pieces of ice cream. And you take some nerds and you actually coat little balls of vanilla ice cream in the nerds, and then you keep it in like a bowl. Then you have a bit, and it's actually really fucking cool, and it's very nice.
Okay.
That I would try. So okay, maybe that was like the only other thing I've had on my ice cream is nerds.
Okay.
I have had nerds because my coworker got a bundle box of American candy and she gave me some nerds. They're okay.
I was gonna ask, do you guys have like those online stores or whatever that sell snacks from America, like we do, that have snacks from you guys?
We have that, and we also have some like places that have opened up that have American snacks that a lot of people have. They've been associated with money laundering schemes.
Nice.
Yeah. So like a lot of kids are told not to go in
money
there.
Laundering and the taste of America.
Yeah, seriously. So they really went all out. Like they might as well have been an American company.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Take
What's
one
your
sip
favorite
of this
American
soda
snack?
and it'll taste like Saul Goodman.
What's your favorite American snack, Dale?
I don't know, honestly.
Okay, that's fair. You haven't tried them all yet.
No, true. I've had a few, but I haven't like tried all of them. You know, so I don't know.
You got to make sure when you get here that you tell us exactly what it is you want. I know Korean barbecue is on the list.
Yes.
We're gonna take you to get real Korean barbecue, the legit stuff.
In-N-Out burger.
Yeah, you did not do In-N-Out, huh?
No.
And then you did not do
In-N-Out
ranch.
No, we haven't done ranch.
I didn't do ranch either. I did
Okay,
do
look at
In-N-Out.
this. Before we move forward here. So Dil got to America a few years back in 2017, right? And
Yes.
I don't know how we came to this whole thing, but we had a person that was very close to the community here, Carla, who strongly believed that Dil needed to go get Wendy's chicken nuggets, right?
Yes.
So somehow the Wendy's chicken nuggets overrode the In-N-Out, and I don't know how we got to that.
I don't know
timeline.
either. No, because In-N-Out is literally on your part of the country as well, and like it's from what I've been told, it's the staple of burgers. So like we didn't even think about going to there.
I don't know how that happened. Ranch, we just did not have enough time. But
No. I went to Olive Garden though, at least. Olive Garden I've been to.
Oh God.
Yeah. I mean,
olive,
pasta was all
olive
right.
salt, more like it.
It's a 4-cheese pasta. It was all right.
What was I gonna say? Oh,
Yeah, they are a
Zenith,
lot, pal. Yeah.
You had the In-N-Out when you were here, right?
Yes, but the thing is, I was still recovering from the stomach flu,
Oh,
so
that's
I
right.
probably
It went in and
was
out.
really tasting.
It went
went
in
in
and
and out.
straight out.
Yeah, just not the right
Literally their
orifice.
Jesus Christ, dude. So some administrative stuff here. Everest is off today. She had to study for some tests and some education stuff had to go down with her. So she's not
Gotta
joining us
learn.
today. She had to go learn. She's being an adult.
School.
Good
And
thing
then
we're not.
yeah, we're not being adults here. And then it's going to be a rough couple weeks. Well, it's going to be a podless couple of weeks because Dil is going to be coming to America and he will be rooming
Mhm.
with me, which I do not have full webcams on this panel, on the 3 panel. But if you can tell, there are a bunch of boxes here and an empty living room. So,
Ooh. Are you going to be fully moved then by the time I get over there?
oh, we are down to the wire on that whole thing.
Nice.
We Pow and I have an apartment. We go get the keys today, as a matter of fact. So surprise everybody.
Hey,
We're gonna go get the keys today. That's why I have a hard 3:30 appointment here that Pow and I cannot miss. But you can see there's empty bookshelves and boxes and stuff getting cleared out. And then I figured while I was cleaning or packing stuff, I would do an audit of everything I had, and someone stole my childhood Game Boy Advance.
Oh. Was it me?
No, it was not you. If it was you, please give it back.
Never.
But I have stuff, like I had stuff here and then I have it in a storage unit, and someone broke into my storage unit, right?
Oh, shit.
I remember you telling me this.
Which is weird because they left. I had a GameCube in there. I had a PlayStation 2.
So they broke in and stole the one specific item and then left.
Well, here's what I'm thinking now, right? Because I had a Wii U. I had all kinds of stuff in there, right? A lot of it was duplicates, but a lot of it was main stuff that I just didn't have room for yet. I'm assuming that the person that broke in was homeless because they left stuff that they could plug in and play and enjoy, right?
Yeah.
Like, why leave the GameCube? Why leave this, that? And exactly. Someone in the chat says they didn't have a TV. But I'm guessing a Game Boy was in a box, like in one of the boxes. And they took the Game Boy because all you need is batteries, you know?
Yeah.
So that sucks. Now that my childhood Game Boy is gone, I've been meaning to do the Game Boy Advance mod with the IPS screen and the custom shell and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So I went and I traded a bunch of stuff to some buddies of mine that are game sellers, and we have ourselves a donor Game Boy here.
Sweet.
That we are going to basically gut and put new innards in and get an IPS screen and do one of those fancy ones like you see on Instagram. Because this thing's beat. Let me tell you, this thing's banged up and beat and not in the best of shapes. But that will all be resolved shortly. It works. That's what matters. But yeah, that's what I've been kind of going here. So yeah, a lot of packing, a lot of moving parts. Dude, you guys don't realize how many moving parts there are when you move. Like, you have to make sure you turn utilities off. You have to make sure you have the truck. You have to make sure you turn utilities on at the new place. Like all kinds of stuff, right? Because you'll get to your new place and not have electricity.
Yep.
And it's the little things that you miss. Like, oh, I forgot to forward my mail. So like all your mail's still going to the old place. But thankfully,
Oops,
I've got.
I probably should do that. It's been a year.
Well, you're moving again soon anyway, right?
Yeah, that's kind of why. Because like I wasn't planning on being here like full year, but here I am still. Like, it's actually been over a year now. Like a year and 7 days.
Yeah, dude, that's. Morgan wants to know why you didn't change your address, Zenith.
Outside. Fuck outside.
Yeah.
Do they have jury duty in Canada?
Yes.
You know, you probably got a jury duty notice.
I actually already served on jury duty about a few years ago. So, But they could probably just invite me again. Fuck.
Yeah.
Don't you have a cap? Like, or do they cap you at once a year, or
I have no idea. Yeah,
do they send you to jail? Do you get a warrant if you don't go?
I mean, if the dude that they did, he'd already be arrested by this point. So,
well, no. See that half the time, like, okay, so like the way they do it here is like if you get a warrant for your arrest or whatever, they don't actively go out looking for you unless you're like, you know, some criminal like mob boss or something, right? But the way they'll get you is if you get pulled over for speeding or like, you know, traffic ticket.
So it's a cat and mouse game where they just basically let you roam free until you make one mistake.
Yeah. Basically, what you do is you have like 3 policemen waiting outside your dorm, and then they just follow you, and you get in your car, and then they start pushing the car, trying to be like, he's like miles over the speed limit. Pull him over, arrest his ass.
That's usually how they get you, though. Like that's usually like most like I said, most people with warrants for their arrest, it's usually for petty stuff, like you didn't pay parking ticket, you didn't pay speeding tickets, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And then, or, you know, like you don't go to jury duty, et cetera, et cetera. So like, they're not going to actively send out the cops looking for you like that because you're not quote unquote dangerous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they will get you as like, you don't have your tag, like your registration on your car is not updated, or, you know, you ran a stop sign or whatever, and they get you. And then they find out you have a warrant. That's how they get you. You're going to be on judge duty pretty soon, Zenith.
Well,
God rest your soul on Canadian Judge Judy.
Well, the only thing that they'll be able to dab me for is, oops, I jaywalked across the street.
If the cop's a dick and he does it, and then you have a warrant, congrats, you're spending a day in jail.
Yeah, I'll just record the podcast from jail. It's fine.
Can you imagine the views we would get?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Everyone just turns into CB and wearing orange.
I feel like next
they're gonna put you on
then
Scared Straight.
next streams, then you should wear nothing but orange and just like go with it.
Yeah,
They're gonna put you on Scared Straight.
I'll just like I'll even figure out how to green screen from the podcast. So like, hi, recording live from jail. Good friends, good cellmates.
Yep.
Yeah. That's funny.
Mhm.
Yeah, be careful. So
Yeah.
forward your addresses, people, because you might get jury duty and not know about it.
Unless you're in
Have
the
you
UK, in which case you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Have you done jury duty, Dil? Do they have it?
We don't really do jury duty in the UK, honestly, as far as I'm aware.
Wait, so who determines whether you're guilty, not guilty? The judge? It's all judges?
I guess so.
Well, I mean, Dil's a good guy. He's never been busted for anything that we know of.
No, I've never received a letter for jury duty in the UK ever, and neither has my mom, neither has anyone that I know.
Oh, man. The UK is looking better and better every
it
day.
works differently in the UK, you know, that kind of stuff. So that them.
You might want to do it, Zenith. They'll give you like $10 a day.
Yeah, I will.
They'll give you $10 a day at jury duty. That's a whole
Ooh.
poutine meal,
Mm,
right? Or no? Poutine about $10?
Yo, I would probably just take that $10 and just go get myself some popcorn chicken.
that's
I'll
fair.
do it.
Popcorn chicken.
That's fair.
That's so
Popcorn chicken
specific.
good.
You know what? I want a bag of Tyson's spooky nuggets today. They have the chicken nuggets that are shaped like little ghosts and pumpkins and all that stuff for Halloween. That sounds like a legit meal.
Yeah. I got some
Mhm.
chicken strips I could be enjoying after the podcast today.
Yeah.
I have cookies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why do your cookies have like they look like they have a British flag, obviously, but like,
Okay, so
why does it look
my-
waifu?
One of my coworkers made cookies. She also got boxes to put them in, and she came down and gave me a box of cookies. And there you go. And I'm like, oh, thanks. So I have a box of cookies now.
They look so pretty. Does she like print the boxes herself and everything?
I don't know. I feel like she gets like 2 days off from work, and in the 2 days off, she always does something creative. And I guess she decided to make cookies today. So, but yeah, cookies.
That's very nice.
It's very nice. Very chocolatey.
Are they soft or are they crunchy?
They're soft. They are soft in the center and more chocolatey in the center as well.
Yeah, she knows what's up.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Zenith, you had a very, very productive time off. And
yeah,
well, we'll let you share, but you met the legend himself.
yes.
Please share.
Met God.
So, I was at Fan Expo. As a matter of fact, at Fan Expo, I had an exhibitor badge. So it's backwards, depending on, if you're looking at it. So I got to use this, and it was really cool because like the lines at Fan Expo were huge. Like I'm talking about, like it would just to get from one building to the other. The lineup was like a 15-minute wait.
Ooh.
And it was about like over a half-hour wait. Meanwhile, I just go in. I could even have like a coffee in hand, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you work here. Get in here." And I could just bypass all the lines. It's great. So the very first day I was there, I got to raise money for charity. So they gave me this nice fancy PC that I wanted to play Elden Ring for PC. They didn't have that.
Oh.
And my backup option was I wanted to play Hades 2. They didn't have that.
Oh.
So I got to play Stardew Valley while raising money for charity. So it was fun, but they also gave me like the worst microphone. So it sounded like I was recording from space.
Oh.
I interject there. It sounds like you were air traffic control.
Yes.
Nice. Was it like were the machines like sponsored or donated by like one of the big companies?
Yeah, it was sponsored by AMD.
Oh, okay. And then like the
Okay.
peripherals and stuff came, I'm guessing, from like HyperX or something, or were they just?
Yeah. Yeah, so like we had like a whole bunch of like MSI and AMD stuff.
Oh,
right
okay, cool.
behind
So you
us,
got like all this MSI gear to use. That's
Yeah,
not terrible, but I mean, air traffic
Mhm.
control is a thing.
But it was like a really cool experience because I got to go chill in like the staff rooms. and I could actually leave my bag there. I went and got myself like free pizza. And I was smuggling waters for me and my friends from the staff room.
Did you do like the ghetto buffet thing and just like take a brown sack and start throwing pizza into the brown sack to get it home?
Get the bag out.
No, I didn't do that. But it was a really fun experience, and then I got to hang with a bunch of people that were on my stream teams, stuff like that. I didn't really get myself any merch. I was supposed to meet Neil Newbin, the voice of Astarion, but I'll tell you more about that afterwards. But the only thing that I did get from Fan Expo was this.
Hey, that's one of those pixel arts.
Yeah, it's one of those shadow boxes, so it's actually 3D, as you can see.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I don't have a specific place to put this just yet, but I saw this, I wanted it, and I got it. I met the voice of Mario, Charles Martinet, but he was very, very tired. So like, and all that, I can tell that he was kind of bummed that I kind of get the feeling that he's bummed about not being the voice of Mario, but at the end of the day, like, I get it. But he did do the Mario and Wario and Waluigi voice for me. So and we took pictures, which you can see on my screen, well, on my socials. So
let's see if we can.
It was really nice.
Here. Continue while I pull this up.
Yeah, but the next day, so I had a couple of friends that I didn't get to see on this Saturday. Because I had a stream on Sunday where I needed to start what's called my crowd control roulette. Because that was the first day I was supposed to be starting it. But I decided to go early in the morning and go all the way to go see my friends. Because and they were, but the thing is, I had to wait a little bit because they were in line to go meet Astarion. And if you don't know Astarion is from Baldur's Gate 3. He's the vampire dude. So
that's the one Morgan has. So Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, there you go.
Jeff Goldblum, let's go.
Jeff Goldblum?
He looks like Jeff Goldblum. Tell me he don't.
So one of the people that I met from there, so like while I was waiting for my friends, like everyone left for a while, and I was just kind of just holding someone's place in line. I was just kind of standing by myself, but I was kind of standing where I wasn't supposed to be. So I turned around and I almost run right into Neil Newbin. I'm like, I almost got you injured. Sorry.
From what I've heard, he's a sweetheart though, so I imagine he was probably very apologetic as well.
Yeah.
If you injured him,
so I apologize.
If you brought Morgan along, she would have nursed him to health.
If you brought Morgan along, she would have probably passed out.
Yeah, he probably said, "It's okay, darling. I don't bite." And then all of a sudden, just knickers to the floor.
Every single knickers within the 5-mile radius, right from the front ground.
What was interesting is my friend there. I took a picture with them, and they were very mad at me because they're like, "I spent $130 to get my picture taken with him, and meanwhile you out here meeting him for free. Fuck off."
Yay.
All right, I do have the photo here. It's from the Instagram because Elon wants me to log into Twitter now just to look at a photo, so he can go to hell with that.
Yeah.
But let me go ahead and bring this up here real quick. We're gonna do a title screen right fast. Oh, and I did the wrong window, but we fixed that real quick here. There you go. There is Zenith with the Charles Martinet.
Question: how tall is Charles?
Yeah,
taller than I thought he was.
Yeah,
I think he's like 6'1", 6'2".
So he's about my height.
Huh.
He looks like one of those hippie dudes that just like lives in a Volkswagen bus on the beach, and I'm here for it.
He's even got the "fuck you, I'm retired" hat.
Yeah, dude. Seriously, like the shirt, the whole thing, and like I just like I'm down with this life.
Yeah,
I think I would do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was very, very nice, very gracious. I told him that that he was like a big part of mine and my brother's childhood. So, I mean, it was short and sweet. I didn't want to take up too much of his time, but yeah.
Did you have to pay him for the photo?
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, okay, good.
So it came to $110.
Okay.
Canadian.
Pow has a photo with the soup Nazi from Seinfeld. The no soup for you guy. Oh, he was,
there.
dude. That guy's on the. That guy's on
they had the entire.
circuit.
They had the entire Seinfeld podcast. Like Patrick Warburton as well. They had. I mean, like we went through like the giant list of people that are there at Fan Expo. I had a nice front row seat of being able to look at what's her name that voices Zelda in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because she was right there beside me.
It's not Tara. What's her name? Is it something Reed or what was her name?
Oh, and Jennifer Hale was there, but her. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Who's that?
Patricia,
there's that one.
Yeah, it's her name is Patricia's.
Somerset.
Yeah, Somerset. There you go.
Oh, okay. Who's the one that's like really, really popular? She does like the Powder Puff Girls, and she does a bunch of video game ones too.
Tara Strong?
Thank you, Tara Strong. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my experience.
She's supposed to be at LA Comic-Con. So, did you get to see any like? Did you get to see any games or anything while you were there? Like, did they have any of the game booths or anything like that? Companies, anything?
I didn't really bother because like I was mostly busy in like Artist Alley and watching my friends like blow like $100 on like all the scam what is it claw machines.
Oh no, you're talking about the gachapons, right? The little small white ones.
Yeah. Like there's one where he was trying to get Agumon from Digimon. And the claw machine came down, had a death grip around Agumon's neck, and then pulls it up, and then just lets go halfway through. I'm like, it's a scam. It's
all a scam, dude. It's all a scam.
Yeah.
Because what happened back in the 90s when they had those things, like my mom was a champion at those things. She knew exactly which ones you could get and which ones not to waste your time on. And then now as like time's gone on and people have figured out those tricks, now they're all just fully automated and timed. Like the thing will hold it, drop it, only go a certain amount of the way so the thing can fall out. Like it's like you said, it's all a scam now.
It's all calculated like, where like, it's like where it will purposely let go. Mm-hmm. But there's like a random chance where it's like, yeah, we won't let go. And then you'll win your prize. But I need enough money first before I can do that. So it's kind of like justifying the cost of it.
And it's those things too. Have you seen the ones too where it's like the key and the key has to go through the lock thing or whatever, and then you get like a pair of sneakers or like a PlayStation or some shit like that? Those are completely randomized too.
Yeah, I hate those. I hate them.
Did anyone get anything good from Artist Alley? Anything unique?
I know that like one friend actually went and got a tattoo.
Oh,
there was a tattoo booth in Artist Alley?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. There was a tattoo booth near Artist Alley.
You had to think about it for a second. You're like, huh?
Yeah, you get a permanent tattoo. Yeah. And they had like a big place for Rings of Power there, which actually I had no idea the season 2 was just about out already, because I was just like, why are they advertising this show when it's like 3 years old? Oh, never mind, it's here.
Man.
So yeah, it was a really fun experience.
But had you ever been to one of those big cons before, aside from like TwitchCon obviously? But
no, I mean I've been to the convention center, but I haven't been to Fan Expo before.
That's like your guys' Comic-Con, right? Like that's your San Diego Comic-Con, like in terms of scale and size.
It's your San Diego, because it was huge. So many fucking people.
Nice.
The line, I remember waiting 5 minutes just for the line to actually move for me to leave the building. I'm like, oh my God, I just want to go.
Yeah, they're rough. If you're one of those people that's like, gets claustrophobic, or you're just like iffy about people touching you, like those cons can be a real hurdle.
Yeah, but I avoided all CONNEcord and all that stuff, but man, oh man, was I tired, because not only was I busting my ass before then, but I was also busting my ass immediately afterwards. So,
Damn.
yeah.
Well,
I'm still busting my ass.
Excuse me.
Busted makes you feel good.
You know what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say. Dil, do you have anything exciting to share?
I mean, all I've really done for the last 4 weeks is work on stuff and prep for going to America. That's basically what I've done. So much so that I actually took 2 weeks off from streaming to focus working on a video that I uploaded a while ago for YouTube. So I've been like, I had like a big project that I wanted to finish, and I got it all done within like a 6-week period, and I had to take 2 weeks off from streaming to like do that, pretty much. So, yeah.
Do you feel weird? Do you feel weird when you don't stream?
Yes, very
Really?
much so.
So ingrained in you, huh?
Because like my brain's like, I should be doing this thing, but I'm doing something else instead. What's going on here? the weird thing
I'm the same way, Dill. Is if I take 2 days, I took 2 days off in a row. I forget when, but I was just like, Steve, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. Do I know what a weird thing was as well that I found out that helped me focus on finishing my projects?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I watched anime. Yeah. I literally had an anime there, and I had my work there, and for some reason, I don't know why, it helps me focus more.
Are you a big anime person, or did this just kind of like, were you just like, I'm going to go for it?
Spur of the moment, thought I just try this and see if it helped me focus, and for some reason it did.
So what did we watch?
Wow, you must have been so uninterested in the anime that you worked very hard on
Yeah, exactly.
Surprisingly, no, I actually like this one. The anime was called Black Clover. It's got like 170 episodes in total, and by the time I finished my project, I had 5 episodes left.
Is there going to be any, before I look this up, is there anything inappropriate that's going to come up?
Depends on what you Google. Like, what are you Googling?
I'm just Googling Black Clover anime.
Hang on, I'll spare you history. Let's go on Google.
You know what? YOLO. Enter.
No, you should be fine.
Yeah, nothing came up. Let's see here. A Japanese manga series written. Okay, I can't pronounce these names.
Yeah,
what's it about?
It was my 3rd time rewatching it, because I've watched it twice beforehand and watched this is my 3rd time rewatching it. And it just helped me focus and got the video done within 2 weeks.
How many episodes is this? What does it say? 36 Oh, this is the manga. I'm sorry, not the TV show. I don't know.
The manga's like 173 chapters in.
170 episode 10 television series.
Yeah, and it's not finished yet.
Did you see, speaking of anime, before we get to the video games here, did you see the Dragon Ball trailer thing for the new Dragon Ball show? It is apparently it is Toriyama's last work.
Oh, is that Dragon Ball Diama? Is that what it's called?
Diama or Diami, or I think it is. It is literally his last work. He wrote it before he passed. Yeah, it's literally the last work out of him. And I'm so excited for it. I'm glad he got to finish it.
That's good.
That's good.
That one still stings, dude. Months later, and that one still fucking stings.
I mean, dude, like, I'm a fan of the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. When I heard the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Passed away, I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
I think the thing that bothers me is Toriyama was still like incredibly young. So yeah. I don't know, dude. That's sad.
I think the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! He was in his 50s.
Yeah. Bummer.
Yeah.
All right. Video game front. So let's see here. Where's my doc? Here we go. All right. let's go to video games. Dil is doing Hollow Knight.
Mm.
Dil, how is it?
Well, actually, no. First thing I want to ask, Eric, is do you like it?
Okay, so Dil gifted me a copy of Hollow Knight for my birthday. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
I was in the laundromat doing laundry playing this thing, and I was just like zoned in focus. This game is so damn good. I'm literally like, give me all the Metroidvanias now.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very well done. And like, it's similar to Dark Souls in that a lot of the lore is in like documentations and the NPCs you encounter. And it's very well done. Like I'm excited for Team Cherry when they finish Silksong. I really am. Like,
I'm already going to get on Silksong, even though I haven't finished this first one yet. So I got maybe an hour or two into this thing. I don't have a whole lot. But from what I was playing, the elements are just incredibly well done. There's Dark Souls elements. You take a rest at the bench, the enemies come back, and things of that sort. And there's little things in there to think. So one of the cool things about it is you have to buy the, I guess you could say, attributes that would help you in the game, because I noticed while I was playing, the map doesn't develop as you're playing.
True.
The map doesn't develop, so you have to go buy I think what's it called again? A charm or something like that, or I forget what it's called.
So you have to buy a quill. You have to buy a quill
Thank you.
Some kind of on paper. You know, it's actually
That's what it
like,
was.
you know, draw the map out.
Yeah, so you have to like buy a quill, which is basically a pen, and it will draw out the map. As you're progressing through the map and you learn about the new areas you discover, and you draw it out on your map, and that helps you. But I thought, okay, I have the map. Now I can see where I'm at on the map. Oh, no. You have to go buy like a beacon or something. I forget what it's called again, but you have to go like buy this beacon that will show you where you're at on the map.
Yep. You have to basically buy everything like that you need, pretty much.
Right. So my initial thinking was like, okay, what's going to stop me from going and just grinding out the areas I have access to and getting enough currency to go buy the rest of the things I need? You can do that, but the game itself limits you to how many things you can have equipped at a time.
Yep.
And I was like, God damn it. They were very smart in this design, because that was my initial thinking. I'm just going to grind the hell out of this thing and buy everything I need. You can do that, but they will limit you to how many things you can equip at a time, because they have different power-ups for everything. You can go and find out where you're at on the map. You can go find out where like health locations are. You can mark like where monsters are, things like that. And it's really, really well done. I can't believe I skipped out on this game. Thank you for that, sir. That was a great birthday gift. I love it.
I mean, as I said, I first started playing this game 7 years ago. For some reason, I dropped it. I regretted dropping it. And so I, for some reason, got the urge to go back to it and play it. So I was like, there you go, let's just do this thing. And I'm like 20 hours into my playthrough now, and I don't know how far I'm into it. It doesn't really give you a good track record of your progression in the game. Like, there's no, like, as far as I'm aware, I've not found a way to be able to track your progression in the game. It just, like, all I'm doing is I'm just exploring what I can, encountering enemies, encountering bosses as I go, and seeing what I can do. The only thing that I will say is that I think I have 2 of the items that I need so far to finish the game. I think. I don't know.
That's another one of those because the only way I can tell how much progress you're making is because they have I guess they're caterpillars. I think they are.
Yes, grub.
And
the grubs are something that you can find. That's just a side thing, a side quest in the grubs.
Oh, that's just a side quest. See, I thought that was the actual tracking of the game.
Nope, the grubs are just a side quest. I feel like the only way to truly know how you progress is to literally unlock all the maps and everything like that, and get everything and explore everything. And that's what makes this game really good, because like it forces you to actually explore the game and to actually play the game properly, which is great. And it's also cheap. It's like $15, I think, for it at the moment.
Yeah, It's incredibly well priced game. Like it's a nicely priced game. It's just a gem.
Yeah.
If this stream starts to wobble, guys, Pow just loaded up Magic the Gathering online.
How dare Pal play
I know
Magic while we're trying to
she's
stream?
gonna burn this pod to the ground trading Bloomburrow cards.
Aye.
So yeah, that's Hollow Knight. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I can't say enough about it yet. I can't wait to go. So I'm almost done with Undertale, which I will talk about Undertale when we do the end of the year roundup because we all got challenged a game by one another.
I still have not even gone near Diablo 2.
Well, sir, it is September. You've got 3 months.
Yeah.
It'd be good to play around like Halloween or November.
I'm planning on playing Alan Wake 1 and 2 in October, so I probably could squeeze it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I go get Diablo 2 on Steam? I've never played Diablo 2. Can I get it on Steam yet, or am I still restricted to?
No.
Oh my god.
That's but my issue there as well.
You'd have to use the Blizzard app.
Yeah.
So like if you have Overwatch,
I did.
Then you can get Diablo from there.
Right. Yeah.
Wait. If I have for free?
No, not for free.
Well, damn, the way you worded it, I was like, hell yeah.
Damn.
But I'm saying, like, if you have the app in order to play Overwatch,
you can go get it.
It's the exact same app that you'd use to run Diablo.
Right.
I had the battle. I was cleaning up my PC last night because I was running backups for the move because I got to remove my PC. So I was running backups, and I was like, do you still need BattleNet to play Overwatch on Steam? Or does it go?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah, that's not coming back. That's not coming back. So yeah. I want to play Diablo 2 also. I keep seeing all this awesome stuff about Diablo 2 and how Diablo 2 is this amazing game, and I even go to like Goodwills to find like an OG like CD copy. Because that's a game that came out back when they used to just print the code in the case and then you would, run the disc or whatever. But none out there, so I guess I'm gonna have to resort to BattleNet if I do play it.
Same.
I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but we won't talk about those here.
I don't want to get lawyers involved there, so
yeah, I don't get lawyers involved, especially when Zenith hasn't reported for jury duty in like a few years.
Yeah, you guys pirating games is what's going to get me arrested.
Yeah,
bring everyone down. If I go down, the entire podcast comes with me.
You imagine? I'm just trying to play like my bootleg copy of Diablo 2 and the cops come in like guns drawn and everything. I'll be like, Zenith hasn't got a jury duty. And then they go straight chase after him.
We're like, all right, over and out. We leave.
Yeah, we're out of here. They just like hop in the car and zoom off.
Yeah, and then bust out like that FBI open up meme that you see.
But yeah, so I've been doing Undertale and I'm going to finish Undertale. I'm so close to finishing Undertale. I think I maybe have like another hour or so. Undertale is a wild game.
It is.
It is weird, but it is so damn good.
Who's your favorite character, Eric? Who's your favorite character?
I don't want to spoil. I don't want to talk too much about it because I got a thing. But I'm gearing towards the robot. The robot is so damn interesting.
Okay.
I don't know yet because again, don't spoil it for me in the chat. If you are here, do not spoil. I don't know if it's if this guy's gonna turn on me or not. But there's the dude that looks like the one from The Simpsons, the doctor.
I'm trying to remember his name.
The dinosaur-looking doctor. Oh God.
Tyrell?
I'm gonna feel real dumb. I'm very bad with names because I know people are thinking like, "Oh, this guy's playing this game and he's really enjoying it," but he can't remember the name of this character. Let me see here real quick. Undertale. Sans was also really interesting.
Sans is my favorite character.
Yeah, he's an interesting one. What's this guy's name? Are you not in here, sir? Where is he? He looks like something straight out of like The Simpsons or Alfie's, Dr. Alfie's. He looks like something straight out of like Futurama or The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah, that person. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at the clip. Morgan just said it's like, if I'm in trouble, so is he.
Yeah.
Are those randomly generated, or does Morgan put those in?
I think Morgan puts those in.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, Undertale's a weird, interesting game, and I'm looking forward to finishing that up. Do you have anything else still that you would like to share that you were playing aside from Hollow Knight?
I mean, with the 2 weeks that I had off, I'm pretty much behind, honestly, because like I started Hollow Knight, then I took 2 weeks off, and then I'm back into it, so I'm trying to catch up. Pokemon Kaiser Waimon is the only thing that I've been playing, and the only update from that is I've got a run going currently. That's my second best run so far.
Oh, so second best. So you got further? Yeah,
I talked about it last time.
Oh, okay, that's the same run we're talking about. I thought you did it again.
No, that my personal best now is like 4 gym badges in, and I got to Future City. This one, I'm on my way to Future City right now. So, like, I'm battling for all the trainers between, like, the routes all the way to Future City. So, like, I'm possibly about to get a new personal best, depending on what happens.
Hey.
Yes. And it's his only attempt 937.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
That's 937 attempts too many.
I mean, I was watching Point Crow, and yesterday he was up to 1,940 attempts.
900? Last time I checked on him, he was in 1800s. Holy fuck.
He's now in the 1900s.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, that is insane.
And he also has promised that he's going to stream it every day
until he beats it.
Until he beats it. He's going to be here for the next year.
Jesus.
I was watching it. He made it all the way up to Lance.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, but he ran out of heals.
That sucks.
Yeah, he just ran into a Regirock, and he's like, "Well, I'm done."
I've actually run into all 3 Reggies in my current run, and I beat all of them.
Well, that's because they're low level. Just wait until they're like level 80.
I mean, all the mons that I've faced so far, they have low speed, which is special defense, which is very lucky. Because, like...
Yeah, low spaghetti.
Yeah, they have low spaghetti.
Low spaghetti.
And my mon's pretty fast, and that's pretty good special attack and attack. So, But yeah, that's the only things I've been playing lately. Hopefully I finish Hollow Knight before I go away, but we'll see.
If you had a Steam Deck, you just bring Hollow Knight with you.
I've already spent enough money. I can't really do that
That's
right now.
what you do. You've already stolen Eric's Game Boy Advance. Time to steal his Steam Deck.
You will pry my Steam Deck from my cold dead body.
Actually, don't steal it from him, otherwise I'm gonna get arrested.
I mean, to be fair, I'll be in America in less than 10 days. I'll be holding that Steam Deck in my hand very soon.
Pal, put in the Discord that we need to buy a safe. Because
Pal, is the code for the save 69420? Please let me know.
It's 69420. Who would do that?
It's the code 8008.
Please change my PIN number to why I've had it. 420 6969.
Thank you. I'll be on that.
Forgot what I was going to say. Oh, also, Pow, because Pow's to my left here. Baldur's Gate 3 is on sale. If you didn't know, Baldur's Gate 3 is $48.
Hey,
she wants it, guys. So the Dungeons and Dragons thing.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking think I'm in love with Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
I've joined the cult.
The cult has
that's
claimed
the thing.
another
Once
one.
you join the cult, there's no leaving.
Now you must
Yeah,
buy
dude.
50 million
Yeah.
dice.
You've already come in. You put on your welcome to the cult slippers. You got yourself a nice fancy bathrobe that you can wear to the cult every day. And now
You mean
all you
the
gotta
wizard
do is just
cape?
pledge your allegiance with one hand on your heart, the other hand on the D&D handbook.
Pledge your allegiance to the D&D handbook.
Yeah. And then all you gotta do is just have like a hot coals just planted right on your chest, where you have the D&D insignia on your left nipple.
And then suddenly you hear
Wow.
Matt Mercer's voice. What? What?
We were to the point where when we were thinking about what we were going to do for the bathroom, we almost were going to do a Dungeons and Dragons bathroom
Oh.
Ooh,
with
why
like
didn't you?
the D20 like shower curtain and everything.
Hmm.
But it got voted out. Pow and I have an idea that we're going to do
Oh.
for the bathroom.
I had a funny experience when I went to go see my cousin for the first time in her new place. I think this was like over a year ago, and like I haven't been to her cousin's new apartment in a while with like her partner and everything like that. I asked her like, where's the bathroom? Because I need to go to the bathroom. I was just like, oh, it's just down the hall. And I went to the bathroom. I did my business. I turned around, I saw the shower curtain, and it's literally a freaking shower curtain of like Jaws with a cat.
With
Instead of the I'm like, what the fuck?
Amazing.
I had to take a picture of it immediately. I was just like I just saw my cousin like, what the hell is that? I'm like, you like it? I'm like, hell yeah, I like it.
You know that was like $100 shower curtain on Etsy because no store out there in the world has that.
I haven't asked her the price. I'll have to ask her what the price of that shower curtain was when I see her next month.
That's one of those things where it's like, that was an Etsy thing. There's no way you're walking into like
likely.
Walmart and getting that.
I have to ask her if it was her shower curtain or a partner's shower curtain, because I have no idea.
Someone's got good taste. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Someone knows what they're doing in the field of home decoration.
Oh yeah.
All right, Zenith, you've got the Elden Ring DLC going.
How you liking it?
It hurts.
It hurts?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I
have a question for you, Zen.
Yeah.
How did you like the Lord of Frenzy Flame?
It was definitely difficult, and I will say this: the DLC has actually forced me to change my entire character build, because my character build, to describe this to Eric, but without like being too spoilering. So my sword is a great sword, where I use it and I send like a burst of flame forward, but it's got a really slow charge up time. However, though, it does lots of damage and it can hit multiple targets. And also, every single time I hit an enemy with it, I heal. Because there's been many times if there is about 4 or 5 enemies in front of me, I can have like a sliver of health. I could be at like a 10% health, and I just do my attack. If it hits all 4 or 5 of them, all of a sudden I'm back at max health without using any of my healing flasks.
Nice.
And not to mention it, because my faith is really high, it will one-shot all of them. It's it does about like 4,000 damage per hit.
Because you gotta have faith.
And not to mention, every single time I kill an enemy, it also heals me.
So but you had to change that because
it's
of
really
the DLC.
broken. Because the thing is, the DLC, I'm kind of struggling with a little thing called, when is it my turn?
I have the answer for you, Zen. It's never your turn. It's always their turn. You have to basically be 2 steps ahead of them.
So I changed my build. So I went from a big, great sword carrying motherfucker to person who's wielding 2 swords, where I'm actually a dancer now. Where I went from a character in like full clad armor and a great sword to using 2 swords where I can cast like a big ring of fire around me, and I get to cast all these really cool AoE spells that just hit multiple targets and just absolutely just decimates. I can cast like a ring of black flame around me. And so the thing is, though, some of the bosses I can really struggle on, but if I get invaded, by like an NPC, if it's a one-on-one, I delete them in like 5 seconds.
Nice.
Because I'm just so fast, and then they try and come at me, and they just get caught in my fire vortex, and things just die, and it's just amazing. Like like it's like imagine Eric, what's a game, like a hack and slash game where you attack really, really fast?
Devil May Cry 5.
Devil May Cry. I move about as fast as you would in Devil May Cry 5.
Like just straight slash, like bounce around slashing.
Yeah. And the faster I go, the more increases my attack damage. So and also I recover health per hit. The more successive attacks that I have. So if I just go slash, all of a sudden my health just goes and enemies' health just deletes.
Yes.
And it's so good.
Yes. Zen, do you want to talk about your experience in the certain area?
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
So, Eric.
I know which area.
There's a part in the DLC where
Margit comes back.
No, it's worse than that.
Oh no.
Yeah, Margit, I'd rather deal with fighting 10 Margits at the same time
than they'll go in there again. Holy moly.
The place that I was at was a stealth area. And the thing is, you're in a... So you know your horse, right?
Yeah.
I was in an area that's dealing with some themes where your horse is too scared to be summoned.
Oh no!
And so sometimes you'll see like player messages, and the player messages will, they'll be like, "Hey, finger butthole, whatever."
Try.
You see it all the time.
Finger butthole.
But when the developers themselves are leaving you messages, basically telling you that there's nowhere to hide, or you can't fight them, and don't let them see you, and your horse is not able to be spawned, I was like, uh-oh. Mm-hmm. I'm now playing a horror game.
Yep.
I was not comfortable. I had to go in this big foggy area, and to kind of lightly describe it, a thing popped out in front of me, and there's no escape. It's just death. And my heart jumped out of my chest. I put it on TikTok, but like I was just like,
I watched him do it.
I need a shot of whiskey, man. This sucks.
Yeah, it was hilarious watching that from someone else's perspective. I mean, to be fair, I also sent a clip of Zen watched me do it as well, but I was I for some reason I was a lot calmer compared to Zen. I don't know why. But like, yeah, that area is probably the cruelest area I think Miyazaki and his team's ever created.
It was really cool, though.
It was really awesome.
Yeah. And then I just went back and parry-godded everyone. That was fun.
Yeah, because there is one weakness to them.
Yeah. I will also say this. I just finished a boss that I've seen. So Eric, you've heard all about this boss fight called Millennia, right?
Right. It's supposedly.
Have you seen anyone fight this boss?
I saw the whole. I'm sorry, I never say the guy's name, but that super popular streamer dude.
Let me solo her.
Yeah, something like. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I fought a boss that gives Millennia a run for her money.
Oh,
and
no.
I've seen
people
that just
gets worse.
I've seen people smash keyboards over this boss.
Oh, hang on. Which boss is this? I'm trying to think.
It's not the final boss, though.
No, I know. There's a few that are quite tricky that are like on par with her. I'm trying to think of which one it is.
Yeah. So I was at it for like a couple hours, and a couple hours for me is a lot because I'm usually someone that just like finds a way. Think keep.
Oh,
Bill.
you got stuck on him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They're being very like coded here right now because they don't want to do spoilers.
You know what I did?
Yeah.
I said, fuck my new build. grabbed my greatsword and beat the living fuck out of it until I won.
When in doubt, use big bonk stick. That's what that was.
Yeah, just hit him on the head.
Fire.
Hit him on the head and drag him by the hair.
Yeah, I spammed my fire abilities. I don't care. I'm winning this today. I'm done with this shit.
I can't get any of the. I can't figure out how to do any of those things in this game. Like you get those what are they called? The Ashes of War or whatever, which I guess are like your special moves, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to launch any of these things.
So the Ashes of War are kind of like built with your weapon.
Yeah, so you have
for
to
example,
engrave them into it.
Let's say your sword has an ability where if you use it, you'll shoot like a ball of fire from it.
Right, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to launch fireballs.
So the thing is, though, if you have like a sword and shield, you're actually not able to use it unless if your shield has an ability called no skill.
Oh my God.
Meaning, if you press L2, then you will actually default to using your sword ability or your weapon ability. Now, I actually did not know this at first either, because my first shield that I had parry. It's like, all right, I want to use my weapon art, but no, I just flail my shield and like, that's not my weapon art. What the fuck? But here's the thing. If you have a shield that you're currently using, I'm assuming you use the shield, right, Eric?
Right. Yeah. Most of my game has been with the shield.
So what you do is if you hold triangle or whatever button it is at the very top, and then you press R1, which is your attack button.
Yeah.
And what you do is you'll two-hand your weapon. And when you're two-handing your weapon, you press L2, and you will actually use your weapon ability.
Oh. So I have to two-hand the weapon first.
Yeah. So it's either you two-hand the weapon, or you find a shield. So like these guys, you'll see at the very beginning of the game in Limgrave, you know, close to that like little town area.
Right.
In like one of the very first sites of grace.
Where you find the big orc, right?
Guys,
where you find that big orc looking thing.
You're close to where the troll is, but don't go near the troll.
Right.
So if you fight those guys that have those knights with the shields, there's a chance you can find it will drop what's called the brass shield. If you find a brass shield that has no skill on it, it means even when you're hiding behind your shield, you press L2 and you use your ability.
What?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
I'm gonna go back and try this after the move.
Like if you tune into my Elden Ring streams, you'll see me just like hide behind my shield like a fucking coward, and then all of a sudden just I two-hand my weapon. I was like, wait a minute, he didn't switch to two hands, and then I just shoot my big ball of flame.
Huh. Okay. My Elden Ring journey came to a halt, but I ended up in the something fourfold hero grave, and I ended up in this. I found this boss where I don't know. I don't know how the fuck anyone's beating this thing, just because the room is so compressed and small, and this thing just fucking flails everywhere.
Oh,
it's like the big plant. It looks like
spirit.
It looks like a big fucking plant.
Or is it the isolated tree spirit, or is it the tree avatar?
Yes, the ulcerated tree spirit.
Isolated tree spirit.
Yeah, the tree. It looks like a fucking tree. Yeah.
The key is for that boss fight is to stay close to it and constantly hit it.
That's I kept shoving my sword up its ass, but it just wasn't doing enough. Right. I wasn't doing enough. But like that thing flails and moves around like crazy, and you can't even focus on it. You can't even focus on the thing, and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Don't focus on it. Do not focus on it. Just hit it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was trying.
You know what I did, Eric? I came to that boss a lot later because even I got smacked at him.
Yeah, it's just hard because the room is so small and you have no like ability to move around.
Yep, it sucks. So I would probably just come back later.
Yeah, come out when you're stronger. Get more bosses defeated in other areas.
Yeah, advice is to close your eyes and then have someone there take the controller away from you and make you think that you're playing the game.
I can do that for you. I can show you the world.
I'm going to do it. Like, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to do it again. Most of this will happen after the move. But
if you want help, Eric, you know where I am.
You're going to be in town for a few days. I don't know what we can do. We'll see.
I'd imagine if you want.
No, you're not going to do it for me. I'm not a child.
Yeah. So yeah, Elden Ring DLC has been great, but oh boy, the end of the DLC is getting rough.
Yeah. Your
But
ass
it
is
also
starting
has
to hurt
some
too, huh?
really cool moments. Like you just go in some like area and then you think nothing of it, and then you find like a ladder going down, and then all of a sudden you're at this really cool area that you wouldn't expect. It's like, whoa, holy shit, this is here. And so many times I keep getting surprised. Like, I said this on the stream when I was last playing Elden Ring, where they had this area, and how they went about it was really, really smart. So they put you in this area where you were very high up, and you have to continue to keep dropping down, dropping down, dropping down. And it kind of, because like the place is all warped, and because like the buildings and structures were kind of like falling over or look on the precipice of basically falling down this giant chasm, it kind of made you feel a little, a bit cautious, or put you on edge, because it's like, wow, that's a long way down. Don't want to fall down there. And then you finally get to, before you get to the boss, after this feeling of dread and just kind of like, trying not to fall, the game forces me to fall, and my stomach just goes straight up into my throat. Like, what?
I remember that boss, and I was just like, YOLO, let's go.
I wish I could. Well, I did YOLO, but like, I was just like, this game is giving me fear of fights. I fucking hate this.
It's such an interesting game, and yeah, it's worth all the hype and praise it's been given. It's semi-related. Have you seen how much progress they have made on getting Bloodborne like emulated on PC?
Dude, look, as we were talking,
wild.
I went on Twitter, I saw the video of them in, I think it's Hemwick, and it looks insane. Like, in like 3 months, they've gone from the menu screen to that. In 3 months, and they say it's going to be playable in less than 2 weeks.
It's all because From Software hasn't bothered to put this on PC.
Yeah, no, not From Software. Sony.
It's a Sony problem,
Sony.
not
it's
a
Sony
From Software
issue.
problem. Yeah,
Miyazaki confirmed that in an interview. It's not an issue for them. It's an issue of Sony themselves, because they own the rights to Bloodborne.
Don't worry, they're gonna just remaster this thing and sell it as Bloodborne Part 1.
After Concord, they have to make the money back. Am I right?
We're gonna talk about that later, because what the fuck. But anyway, so, yeah, dude, I just watched it. I'm like, oh my god, they've got this thing running like nearly to, like Dil said, playable levels.
Yeah, in
it's
3 months.
Insane. You might get to relive it again, Zenith, on PC.
I'm so tempted to do it. Even though I might get like Sony on my door saying because that's the tragic thing is with this. I feel like that they're gonna be just about done with it, and Sony are gonna come in with a lawsuit. I bet you anything
they were already working on it. I would imagine once this news came out, they're like, let's just head it off at the pass, because. It kind of turns into one of those things too, where it's like, okay, well, what have you done with the property? Oh, we haven't done anything in 10 years with this game. And then,
let's put it on PS5 and PC. Done.
So now they release the game, or, they announce they're doing a remaster or whatever. And then they go after all the modders and everything. And they're like, no, we got it coming out.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Don't infringe on our profits.
Sony have been pretty, dickish this last few months. So.
There's wild stuff going on that side of town. I'm telling you, we'll talk about it in a little bit, because they got the Destiny stuff that happened, and now we've got the fucking Concord fiasco, which I don't know what happened there, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But you also Zenith. You also have some roulette, crowd control roulette.
Yep. So because so there's this Legend of Zenith guy, and I specifically said, fuck this dude in particular. Oh wait, that's me.
Yay!
So I'm doing my next roulette challenge. So if you guys don't know, it is where I have to play 10 different games at the same time, but swapping every single hour. But the thing with this one is all 10 games have crowd control enabled.
Nice. So you just tortured yourself some more.
Yes. So
Yay.
chat can essentially can either help or hinder my ability to finish the game in the order that I play them. So we have 4 Zelda randomized. We got Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker. Unfortunately, Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, they have this bug where if you reload the save state, which I have to use whenever I'm done, like when I'm done my hour segment, I do a save state, I save the tracker, and then I swap to the next game and I load the whatever save state is that game is in. That's how I've always operated. But if you do it with crowd control, it breaks it. So I can no longer use crowd control for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. So piss, boo, and fart.
Damn.
But we also have 6 games that
What
are
a
not
combo.
randomizers. So I can't. So the games that I got, the other games I've got going is Super Mario Brothers 3, Mario 64, Donkey Kong Country, which I actually did finish, thanks to chat trying to like delay me so much and get me killed.
Good chat.
I had game over. It took all my lives away, Eric. It was not fair.
Nice. You probably deserved it.
Thanks. We have an actual Pokemon game where I think we're 3 badges in. I believe we also have we have Kirby, which we finally played yesterday, and we're almost finished already. And then we have I'm trying to think of the other one. Oh my gosh, I can't think. Oh, and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for some reason. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, but it's also such a shit show that I was like, this is the first and last time we're doing this crowd control rollout because it's a lot.
Wow. Can't handle the heat.
Quick question about Sonic Adventure 2 Battle crowd control. Is crowd control bugged on that one? Because when I use crowd control, the redemptions would last half the time that they would normally do.
I don't know about half the time, but I do know that it's a bit wonky.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like I actually have to reload crowd control 3 or 4 times just before it works.
Yeah.
So whenever the wheel lands on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, I'm just like, oh, fuck's sakes, here we go again.
Yeah. It's a bit
Fuck me,
wonky,
right?
like crowd control in that game, because I did it during St. Jude
Yeah.
month, and like it was just very weird how you do it, because you had to like use crowd control through the mod manager in the game itself.
Yeah, you have to load the game through Mod Manager.
Yeah. And then like they would work for me, but then
Yeah, and you got to start crowd control before you even load the save file.
right. Yeah. So it's a bit weird, that one. It was just a weird experience. I had more fun with like Elden Ring crowd control and Dark Souls 3 crowd control than I did with that.
So this is the last hurrah for the crowd control, huh?
Yeah.
The
Well,
crowd control roulette.
It's my last roulette for the year, but I got more of those plans because everyone knows that I'm going to come back and punch in my nuts all over again in a few months.
Yay.
Yeah, you're gonna go. How's the Secret of Mana coming along?
Secret Mana, I started, but I've just been so busy with preparing the roulette, with managing so many other things. I just haven't had a chance to just relax. The only kind of relaxing I do is like, okay, it's about 2:30 in the morning. They have a brand new episode of Rings of Power, which I have been watching, and maybe I'll catch up with like a YouTube video or two, and then bedtime.
At 3 in the morning.
I've been going to bed about like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning for like
God,
a
dude,
month
what
straight.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Your sleep schedule's bricked.
Yeah. Yeah. I got I'm dealing with dry eyes like for the past month because I just have not been getting nearly enough sleep.
Sir, I am requiring you to sleep today.
Yes.
Tonight I can actually get a bit more rest because I only had 3.5 hours sleep, so my body won't let me stay up too late tonight. I might even nap once we're done here.
Good. Take a nap. You deserve a nap. You better take a goddamn nap. I'm going to be very upset if you don't.
Mhm.
Come to California with Dil. I'll put you to sleep.
Okay.
Now I'm going to be scared now. Pal, keep me safe from Eric.
Yeah, Eric's going to pull out his inner Ned Flanders and he's going to come out with a pillow and it's going to...
There's only one way to stop the British.
The fucking, what was it? The Bart want to see my chainsaw? The Bart want to see my chainsaw and hockey mask or whatever. Remember that?
Yeah.
Is it Treehouse of Horrors?
Yeah, Treehouse of Horrors.
No. It's the Sideshow Bob trying to kill him thing. Because he goes, oh, right, this whole Sideshow Bob thing. Like it's some fucking teenage issue. Teenage drama. But like, yeah, that's one of the best skits in that whole thing. So anyway, continuing on here, crowd control roulette. And then you're doing the Dark Souls of Mario. How many runs you got in?
I've beaten 2 Kaizo games so far.
Nice.
But were they really Kaizo games then? Because Dil's apparently on run 900 of Pokemon Kaizo.
This is Mario.
Which, by the way, was also Zen's fault.
Here. There's actually a Twitch clip of me gaming today. Can I share the glass?
We got a Twitch clip? Okay, go ahead and...
I got one.
Let me know when it's in there and I'll set ourselves up here.
I will put it in live chat.
Demi says she will pay Pow to not protect you from me.
Yippee!
All right, there we go. It is me gaming today.
Okay, let me see here. I'm gonna go to the title screen real quick here while I set this up. Give me this Discord link.
Nice.
So there is one Kaizo that I played that was actually way too hard, but it's because it required super precise jumps, like pixel perfect, and it was just, and I watched like a video of someone else trying to play it, and like no.
All right, let's take a look at this here.
Yeah, also this is a Kaizo called Easy Land.
So this is the easy mode.
I don't know, you be the judge.
Oh man, I went to the wrong window, sorry.
You did, yes.
I
just see someone's hand just like holding up a book.
There we go. All right, here is Zenith with this.
God damn it, Eric! Log into freaking Twitch.
No, I have it in private, so I can have 2 different browsers open.
Private browser, interesting.
Nah. There you go. Oh shit! Now I can't see the fucking OBS.
Now Zen's head's cut off.
There we go.
Yeah, I can't see the OBS. Does it look good
you
there?
don't need to see my hair. Just be like, all right, Zen's bald today.
Okay, here, let's do this. Let's get rid of these cookies.
I have cookies right here.
I don't need targeted
Nom.
Okay, here we go. I got it now. All right, here is Zenith. Playing some Kaizo Ironmon here.
So close. Kaizo Ironmon? No, this is Mario Kaizo.
Mario Kaizo, I'm sorry.
Ironmon is Pokemon.
Yes, he hasn't played Kaizo Ironmon in months.
We gaming.
That doesn't look that difficult.
It probably took him hours to actually achieve, though.
Oh, for real, right?
Yeah.
Difficult. Okay.
Oh, you're going to give me another one?
I got more.
Okay, he's got another one here, folks.
All right. Davey, Morgan, get to work.
Oh, Davey works for us now, too? Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, you had to hire her.
I will pay Demi in a pro version of whatever art program she uses to make pictures of you.
Yeah,
because I feel like her
cat memes. That's what I do.
Oh, here we go.
I believe her creativity is being held back by freeware, and we need to fix that.
This one was hard. This one took me a while to do.
All right, let's see here. Go back to this. Oh, I just need the link. Sorry. Give me that link. Copy pasta. And let's load this link up. All right, here we go. Go back to OBS.
Yeah. I'll say a couple more words after you see this, but yeah, this Kaizo's been putting me to work.
All right, here we go.
Wait, is this the right one?
God damn it, Zenith.
You have to continue.
Oh no, this looks hard. Yeah, this looks way harder.
There you go.
Yeah, I had to do a spin jump by flicking it up in the air. Oh shit, yeah, that is the wrong one. Fuck.
Oh my.
I got the full version for him.
Does Zenith need to fire himself?
I think I actually turned this into a TikTok as well. Oh god.
I love how the chat is full of me and Morgan. There would be no better chat.
Yeah. Well, they chased away the rest of the chat. How dare you?
They got rid of all the bad eggs.
Mm.
Oh, get wrecked. Get owned. Ah, here we go. Found it.
Morgan just bans everybody.
All right, this is from TikTok, by the way. You guys are fine. This is the full version. I'm so sorry.
All right, here
But
we
just
go.
Deal with my big blown up face.
Okay, I can live with that.
The face is so big.
I can live
Yeah,
with
sorry
Zenith's
guys, my
big
head is
blown-up
huge. My head's so huge because I got a big brain.
Yes, there's mainly Lego in it.
Oh my god, it wants me to like.
It wants to confirm who you are by dragging something along.
Right, a fucking cow.
Yeah. Move it.
It's like confirm you're a human by not proving you're not stupid. This is a fucking cow. Here
This
we go.
is a cat.
Yeah. Fuck. All right, here we go. Here's the full clip.
Eric, can you prove that you're not the ingredients in my burger?
Which one of these does not? Have you ever seen the ones where it's like, which one of these does not belong? And it's like 3 things that are similar. You're like, what the fuck? Here we go.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. You need to hit the switch to break it. Okay, I got it. There we go.
Yep. Fuck this.
But hey, no, I fucked up. There we go. Possible. Just definitely requires precision. Oh, we did it. Yeah, and also had to be really fast.
Nope, we fucked up. Oh, he
Not
proved
quite.
me wrong.
Oh.
Oh, we gotta go. Oh, we gotta go. Oh, we gotta go. Oh, we gotta go. You have to bring the P-switch with him.
Oh.
Damn. Nicely
Damn.
done.
Let's go. Thank you.
Cheer
Almost
yourself
swallowed
on.
Thank you. Almost swallowed the whole chair with my ass.
Nice.
at the end there.
Nice. Sucked it right up, huh?
Yeah. I can skate down the hallway now.
I can skate down a hallway.
It makes getting around easier.
Yep.
Zenith doesn't need to walk anymore. The chair's permanently affixed to his ass, so now he
Yay.
just rolls.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break here, give a chance for everyone to get refills and all that good stuff, and then we'll see what happened with this Concord nonsense.
Boom.
All right. This is Good Friends, Good Games, and we'll be back shortly. All right, it's Good Friends, Good Games, and we're back. Well, we just did a bunch of venting. We won't talk about what we're venting, but damn, do I feel good.
Mm.
Damn, have I blown off steam. All right. Speaking of blowing things off, what the fuck happened with Concord?
It poofed.
It poofed. So Concord, here, I don't even know what this game was about. It came and left so fast. I don't even know what this was.
So I think I remember seeing some kind of thing. It's kind of like Overwatch in this sense.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
so it looks like that where it's got like custom heroes. I think I saw like a video that Donkey made of it, and it was like it looked, I mean, it looked okay, but it looked uninspired, and like that, a lot of characters seem kind of based off of a lot of Marvel heroes.
Guys,
Like apparently, like just by looking at it, I can definitely see one person at the bottom is Tracer, and person on the left is either like is a mix of either McCree or Star-Lord, and the guy on the right is probably like Incredible Hulk and Winston. Probably
Let me
now.
see here. Well, one of them looks like Hellboy.
Oh yeah. Oh, there we go.
One of them looks like Tracer letting themselves go. It's they're wearing the same outfit and everything. Look at this.
Yeah,
okay.
like, apparently, this is supposed to be like a AAA title.
Yep.
And it just didn't get a lot of it didn't get a lot of fanfare.
No.
And anything that I saw of this game looked some kind of like B game, kind of kind of inspired thing. Like, it's fine if it was just, well, not quite like an indie title, but like a smaller studio. But apparently this was like a big AAA thing.
Let me see here. Everything is about what we're going to talk about, so I'm trying to find just a general Wikipedia here of something. That maybe will tell me about the game.
Yeah, it's not a battle royale game or like Fortnite. It is more
it's
the stuff Overwatch.
It's an Overwatch styled game. That basically what it is.
Okay, so according to the Wikipedia here, Concord was the first-person hero shooter game developed by Firewalk Studios and published by Sony. Game was released for PS5 and Windows August 23rd to mixed reviews from critics and poor sales. Okay, Concord was a sci-fi or player versus player hero shooter video game played from a first-person perspective. The game features a variety of characters, different abilities, robot legs for high jumps, diamond skin for damage absorption, and let's see here. And that is Concord. So yes, it is basically Sony's Sony's answer to Overwatch, which
also you gotta admit that the timing of it is really poor because Marvel Rivals just came out. I think it's still in early access.
So Marvel Rivals is not on out at the moment, but it full releases in December.
Yeah.
And it's like beta testing basically.
Yeah. Eric, have you heard of Marvel Rivals?
I actually played, I think I talked about it in the last pod where I actually got keys.
Right. Okay.
Right. I got a key and I was able to play it, and it's okay. It's not like, oh shit, I'm going to drop everything I'm doing just to play Marvel Rivals. It's not in that category of game for me, but I mean, it's okay. It was fun. It was decent, but you're right. It's an odd, because that Marvel Rivals was just legitimately on fire in terms of, popularity and everyone trying to get a key, and the demand to play that game was incredibly high. So I don't know where Sony got this idea that this was a good thing to release at this given time at a price that they were charging. That's the other thing.
They offered full refunds for everyone.
Well, before we get there, let's take a look at the blog here. So, an important update on Concord. This is from the official PlayStation blog. Concord fans, we've been listening closely to your feedback since the launch on PS5 and PC. I want to thank everyone who has joined in the journey aboard the North Star. Your support and passionate community has grown around the game and has meant the world to us. However, many qualities of the experience resonated with players. We also recognize that other aspects of the game in our initial launch didn't land the way we intended. Therefore, at this time, we have decided to take the game offline beginning September 6, 2024, and explore options, including those that will better reach our players. Here's the kicker about this whole thing, and this kind of leads you to believe what they're going to do with this once they take it offline. While we determine the best path ahead, Concord sales will cease immediately, and we will begin to offer full refund for all gamers who have purchased the game for PS5 or PC. If you purchase the game from the PlayStation Store or PlayStation Direct, refunds going to be issued back to your original payment method. Customers who purchase from other digital storefronts will also be refunded. More information about refunds from Steam and Epic can be found below, and they give instruction on that. For customers who purchased a physical copy at a retailer location outside of PlayStation directly, refer to the refund process of the retailer you purchased it from to obtain your refund. So, they are giving everybody's... Nice. Good job, Zenith.
There we
Good
go.
job.
Concord.
Concord.
Thank you.
There
Thank you. That's a good one. We will we'll take care of that. So they're giving everybody's money back for this thing. You paid for it, you're getting a refund.
I think they sold maximum 25,000 units.
25,000 units is how much was sold.
Yeah.
That's an incredibly low number.
Yeah. For a game that was reportedly cost over 100 million, took 8 years to make.
8 years of development hell.
Yep.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's kind of like just one of those things where you think, well, maybe halfway or even 75% of the way through development. Have you ever stopped just for like a minute?
I don't
just think, am I coming up with something decent, or am I just shitting out a brick here?
Here's what's interesting. Here's what's interesting. Okay, I'm looking at the review scores through the Wikipedia here. They're not terrible. So, like, on a 5-star scale, most of the reviews are at 3 to 5. That's above average. That's not, a complete shit show, right? The only real bad review here, out of 10, it's averaging 7 out of 10 on a 10-point scale. That's not a terrible game.
We've seen like bigger pieces of shit come out, and the company just doubled down. It's like, oh, you don't like our game? Like, oh my gosh, what was that? What was that game that came out in the last? Golem.
Yeah, that was a shit show.
Did they offer a refund for all those players?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
They're just like, sorry, you don't like our game. Fucking deal with it.
So the only real bad review, or the only real bad score here out of the list I'm looking at, is from PC Gamer, and they gave it a 45 out of 100. So that's less than average, less than 50%. That could be reasons specifically tied to the PC version. We don't know. But from looking at the scores, it doesn't look like it's this game that was a complete shit show right out of the gate. It looked like it was above average game, or at least an average game that could be improved upon with, patches and content and all that stuff. But I don't know what happened in terms of sales where no one grabbed onto this thing.
Yeah. So Callan actually raises a fair point. He said the game wasn't bad from the streams you watched. The main issue was there was no reason to continue to play. Like, there was literally no goals in the game. Now the thing is, though, that is a big misstep if you don't have that at launch. However, that is still something that you can add shortly after. As long as people know that you're working on it, they'll be patient. Just gonna have to deal with a bit of a dead game. But that's no reason to just be like, all right, we're taking it all down and issuing out all refunds, because it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, something. Well, I guess the way I'm looking at this here is, okay, so they've got what, 20, they peaked at 20,000 sales, right? That means only a fraction of people are playing it. Especially like for someone that's on PC that would be interested in playing this. They look at, and let's say, out of 20,000, there's only a couple hundred people playing this thing. No one's going to go and invest. I'm going to guess this was $60 to $70. I'm going to assume.
I think it was. What was the price of it? Hang on a minute. Price. Steam DB price history. $40.
$40.
Yep. about $40 US.
Wait, how much is Overwatch 2?
Overwatch 2 was free
fuck.
now.
Okay, how much was Overwatch 1?
60.
I think that was 60 when it came out, yeah.
Okay, but obviously that's backed by Blizzard.
Right.
It's not a bad price point.
I'm sorry, what was the price point again? 40?
$40 for Concord. But
Okay.
apparently, according to SteamDB, there are still 8 people in game right now on the game.
The fuck? I mean, they're not getting anywhere.
Oh, I bet you anything. Did you guys hear? Okay, I'm sorry to derail this, but I just find that kind of funny because did you guys hear about how they took down like the 3DS service for like a lot of games?
Right.
But the thing is, though, they refused to kick you out. So basically, there's like a few people that are continuing to play these online matches of like Mario Kart 7 over and over and over again with computers and never logging out. But Nintendo will not will kick you out. So Nintendo has to keep their servers online until they finally leave the game. So they're keeping it like half a year longer than they intended to because these people just won't fucking turn off the game.
Stubbornness. Love it. Love to hear it.
It's so $40. See, so like $40 price point doesn't seem terrible. Even if the game is light on content, that looks like it's something that can fix. I think it's just one of those things where they looked at it, they saw it, and they're like, God, no one's buying this thing. And then they look at the cost to associate with the server, keep the servers up, the staff to patch it, maintain it, add content to it, etc. And they probably just looked at those costs and they're like, if no one's bought into this thing by now, they're not gonna. And then that makes sense because people look at it and they go, like, for example, Steam, they go on Steam and they only see a couple hundred players playing this thing. They're not going to go invest $40 to jump in on it. There's nobody playing it, and that it's just a gigantic snowball from there and it just rolls into this disaster. So I think this is their out to where it's like, okay, we're just going to refund everybody. Because I mean, let's be realistic. It's 20,000 copies. That's not much in terms of refund costs to people, so that's a drop in the bucket for Sony. But considering they have how much into this thing, millions of dollars?
According to what they've said, 100 mil. Maybe more.
That's a lot of money.
Yep. 8 years development.
They also had all kinds of marketing for this thing. Like they had, not marketing, but they had all kinds of, like there's a Concord controller.
Yeah.
Like a PS5 exclusive controller, which I might go try and grab one of those things because that might
You should, because I think scalpers are already trying to get their hands on them so that they can like resell them.
Yeah, that might be a thing to invest in. I don't know.
Yeah. Another thing to say as well is obviously Gamescom that happened recently, the PlayStation announced a bunch of like a mini series of like secret levels where they're going to be the same people who did like Love, Death and Robots are making like, little episodes based on like popular characters like, Mega Man, Metroid and everything like that, I believe, God of War. Concord was one of those episodes. Concord is on there, and apparently, according to a recent article, they're still going ahead with the episode despite the game being pulled.
That's it. Well, Netflix probably paid for it, so they're like, "Fuck it, we're going to use it."
Oh, it's Amazon Prime.
Okay, whoever the service is, they probably paid the rights to add it into their show, and they're probably just going to roll with it. But this one's just baffling to me. This is probably the fastest release pull I've ever seen.
It's literally, it says in this article, it's become one of the worst commercial failures in video game history.
And I thought it would take a miracle to trump the whole cyberpunk thing. The last time this happened was the day before. Remember that? That was that's the one that was like a whole scam in itself, right?
Yeah. Even then, that game lasted for at least over a month before it was shut down.
The only thing I could see as a complete failure, well, and true, that too was like, it was a smaller indie dev scale project. The only other time I can think where something has been this catastrophic in a major release, AAA studio, is Cyberpunk, where Cyberpunk was just a complete disaster out of the gate and they had to pull it.
Yeah.
but well, they issued refunds for Cyberpunk if you wanted it.
Mhm.
Here they're telling you we're refunding everybody. Like, we're pulling it, we're refunding it because it's not going to work. You know, and I'm baffled. I don't know how to think. Like, this story blew my mind. I'm like, this is insane. As soon as I found out about the game, they're like pulling it. I didn't even know what it was until I like read about them pulling it.
I kept up to date with it, and I was just like, as soon as I heard they pulled after 2 weeks, I was actually shocked. I was like, what? They didn't even give it a chance. Like, they just like they basically like shat out a game, and you know, most people didn't even try and support it and everything like that. And then we're just like, oh well, let's clean this mess up, and we'll just put it in, like, you know, away, and no one has to remember this ever.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just brick and cancel the whole thing and take the tax write-off as a loss.
They could do.
But
I mean, as we've said, like, they'll probably have to do something now to make the money back. You know?
Yeah. I don't know what to think. You got anything else to think about this whole thing, Zenith? Because
it's
literally nothing. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know what they're doing.
It's baffling.
But
It's
I
just
will say that it does shake like the belief that that Sony stands by their studios, because in the wake of because, like, think about it this way. This comes at the heels of a year where we saw so many studios shut down or with massive layoffs, and it's like, get with the fucking program. I mean, I can understand, you know, hitting the panic button a bit, but this is too knee-jerk of a reaction. And like that, why did you not hire a Q&A team to try and recognize, hey, this system's lacking this. Hey, we need this. Or, this was fun, but now I'm bored. Because as a former Q&A tester for a game company, I had to test things and test things and test things. And if I was not having fun, then I would not sign off on it.
Yeah.
To be entirely honest, none of the games were very fun. But at the same time, I had to try and put myself in the shoes of the people that actually was into this, because I didn't care about MMO games. I still don't. That's why I don't play Final Fantasy 14. So, but at the end of the day, like, if there was like a system that seemed really broken or would like keep people from having fun, then I would stick my finger right in and be like, no, this needs to go, or this needs to be fixed. And we are not releasing this patch until this is fixed.
Well, QA, correct me if I'm wrong, and I understand different size companies have different levels for this stuff, but like, I would imagine QA is literally for technical, right? Like, does technically the game work? But I think the problem, because none of this looks like it was a technical issue with the game. Like, the game ran.
Yeah, this is just it is just a whole, it's a problem with the system. And it's not about like, hey, this doesn't work. No, it's just someone may have had a bit of an oversight as to what something that the game really sorely needed, which is obviously, as someone mentioned, more reason to continue playing it. Right. Because replayability is a big important thing in a lot of these kinds of multiplayer games. And if you don't have it, then you're not going to have a player base. So, and with my job that I did, thankfully, I was in charge enough where it's like, hey, I'm the one that's uploading these patches, so you can continue to say no. I'm not releasing these updates until you get me what I want. So I had power in that. But anyway, that's besides the point. But with this, I definitely think that if I was the Q&A tester, I would be like, hey, we need to, if we can't have this ready for launch, we need to have some kind of like conversation and process where people are getting bored. They need to know that something is coming to get them to keep them engaged, because if I'm getting bored after a while, then chances are people are going to feel the exact same thing.
Let's take a I don't know why I'm doing this, but let's go see here. We got a couple minutes left before we close out, but let's go see how much Concord is costing on eBay right now.
Oh, good question. By the way, you know the day before that I talked about, I checked the Steam DB. It has one person in game.
Oh,
Nice.
So someone's refusing to let that game die.
Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? Let's see how much a copy is going for right now.
yeah. I bet you anything that person is running their own server just so that they can make sure that they never get booted out again.
Oh, I found Concord on eBay for £84.
Yeah, here in the US, it's averaging about $100 to $130
Nice.
for the physical copy. The controller's hitting like over 200.
Not surprising.
Someone took a best. Someone paid $370 for one of the controllers,
Jesus.
but they're averaging about $250 for the controller. Well, fuck, dude, I'm not getting one. What's gonna happen to all these discs? So,
don't know.
is GameStop gonna
Landfill?
ship these back to Sony or what?
They'll have to. They'll have to like send it back.
So Morgan's asking why. Well, one, this is probably going to be one of the rarest PS5 games out there. Disc physically, it's going to be one of the rare ones. And then two, because I think
them as Concord coasters.
Yeah.
it's hard to say because I think the only reason someone would actually want this is just from the collectability standpoint.
Yeah.
I would
own
imagine.
This.
Yeah. The controller's a different thing. The controller you can still use. The controller's not bricked.
I've just found, off topic here, I've just found a page for the new Dragon Age game on eBay. It's not even out yet.
What the fuck?
What? Yeah.
What's it called? Dragon Age what?
The Veil Guard.
Let's see here.
But what? This game's not even out yet. What the fuck?
Yeah,
someone probably fucking pre-ordered it and...
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
You're talking about this Veilguard coffer edition?
Yeah.
Yeah, $370. That's crazy. They probably pre-ordered it and got it. Also, while I'm looking at this here, a couple things before we close out. Destiny developer Bungie had a huge slew of layoffs.
Again.
From what I understand, it's a little bit of an older story now, but I think some of the people that were on the team were reallocated to other Sony developer departments or other departments within Sony for other projects. So some of those people survived, but there is a large chunk that didn't. I do not know what is going on with Destiny. There is a strong possibility that Destiny isn't going to continue.
Yeah. Destiny is just like getting slowly worse for a lot of players, and I feel bad for anyone who's still playing Destiny right now, honestly.
But on a positive note, though, Eric, I'm not sure if this is your second piece of news, but apparently a publisher, I think in Japan or Korea, picked up the studio for oh my gosh, what was that game?
Tango
Hi-Fi Rush.
Gameworks.
Hi-Fi Rush, yeah.
Gameworks, yeah.
I heard about this.
That.
I was not going to mention it, but
And
I will mention it now.
Back.
And they're hiring everyone back
they invite everyone to come back.
That of course wants to work, continue working there. They were fully invited back. So that's good news. Now keep in mind they only picked up the Hi-Fi Rush property. That is the only property that was included in the deal. So congrats to them. If they, want to go back to work, they're back to work. And a little bit of a somber note. This will be the last thing here. A little bit of somber note. It is the end of an era. We say goodbye to Game Informer, which was the last running like video game publication physically out there.
The S stands for stop, meaning stop it, GameStop.
it's kind of a sad closing. Basically, they shut down the website. They took off the Twitter. They took off everything. The goodbye message looked AI generated and posted,
Probably
which was kind of.
Yeah, they actually had like I think they had a tweet out there that was done by actual Game Informer staff, and GameStop immediately took the countdown.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Just like, nope, you're not allowed.
Yeah, so that is a sad thing. It really is the end of an era in terms of physical video game publishing. I know Zenith and I come from an era where physical magazines were a big deal in the video game business.
Yep.
That's how you heard about everything. That's how you learned about what was coming and what was new. And you got all these, tips and tricks articles and, walkthroughs and all that kind of stuff before there was game FAQs and all these, IGN walkthroughs and stuff like that. It's a sad one. I was never a big Game Informer person. I just knew it always existed. But, them holding on the torch as long as they did is still, quite an impressive feat.
Yeah.
And
my aunt has a giant wall cabinet of nothing but like Game Informer and those kinds of magazines.
It's
wild. Crazy. And I used to
They'll
read a
probably worth some
lot of
money
them.
soon. Yeah.
That was fun.
maybe. So that's a sad close to this whole thing. There's a lot of people that wrote for that magazine that moved on to in the industry too. They ended up being, developers or, leaders in studios and stuff like that, and really moved ahead in the, world of that, in that whole industry. So it's sad to see that magazine go, and just the way it went out was just a real sad way to see it go. But I mean, I wish I had a better answer for all of it, but like, that's just the state of the
business, baby.
world we live in right now. And it's not just the video game industry. It's almost all the industries are doing this. Like, it's just, cost money, got to cut. And it's sad. A lot of people's lives affected by this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Gotta make cuts, but don't worry. We're to give out like $50 million bonuses to all of our executives.
Yeah. At least the parachute's still golden, right? But sad way to end the episode, but that is it for today. Take one last glimpse of this apartment. This will be the last pod in this apartment. We'll have a whole new I'll have a whole new background for you soon enough.
Will that mean then that I'll be the first person to be invited to your apartment?
You are our first guest in our new home.
Sweet.
Leave a nice big deuce in there just for Eric.
I will.
I'll if I get in there memorable. First. Watch me do it as soon as the lady hands me the key. I'll be like, I'll be right back.
It's not your house until you shit in it, right?
Yeah. You sit on your throne and you shit.
Oh, Morgan has a question for me. Yes, Morgan.
The podcast. How dare.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
But anyway, yeah, this is that was a different apartment, Morgan. Yes, thank you. That was my first apartment in LA. Second apartment, I'm sorry. I roomed with my cousin for a little while when I first got to LA, and then I moved into that apartment. Wow, that was a throwback. The blue walls, dude. The blue walled apartment. So yeah, this is actually my third apartment in LA, and then I'm now going on to my fourth. So yeah, this is the last time you guys are going to see this room. It'll be a whole different room when you come back. On that note, next episode is, I need a calendar, sorry. There will be no episode in the 2-week window because Dil will be here, and then Zenith's going to be out. So the next episode will be, oh God, here we go. We're looking at the 28th.
Just to let you know, Eric, I might not be able to do that one as well.
God damn it, Dil.
It's
okay. We will make Morgan take her place, and she'll have a nice British accent the entire time.
The reason being is that I'm covering for one of my co-workers who's off that weekend. I've been told this, and I've already agreed to it. So,
oh my God.
Yeah.
We'll virtually impose Dil in there. Fuck it. I'll use AI. I'll use an AI Dil. Fuck that. We got AI Dil coming on the 28th. let's
Yeah, AI or just the AI Barack Obama.
Just put Demi on. Invite Demi on the podcast. There you go. She'll cover for me.
I could do an accent for free. All right, so the next episode is the 28th. Exclamation point social media. You can get all those fun links. And catch all that stuff. We're going to have clips coming for this week. We have a whole new clip process, and clips are actually going to go up. We're getting ready to try that week. We're getting ready to go with that this week. So you'll be able to see clips this week. We're working that out. And that's all I have for you guys. So thanks for listening as always. If you're watching us, we appreciate that as well. This is Good Friends, Good Games, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Bye.